Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Erica Cranmer, and on my channel, we are reading through the Bible. We're currently in Matthew chapter 24. Matthew chapter 24. Sometimes we also do some like life stuff or some travel stuff, some scratching my ear stuff. We learn about my life because I'm a talker. I'm a little chatty. This is Boomy. You can't see him. That's his collar. My winter dog's sleeping there. My other winter dog's upstairs. I can hear him. He decided he didn't want to get out of bed. He was sleeping. Didn't want to come downstairs. So he's stuck up there. He's stuck up there. I'll go up and get him in a minute. Or 3 or 4. Got my favorite mug. This is actually my favorite mug. It has this pretty flower. And it's like this. That's whipped cream. I put whipped cream on. Okay, so I normally have like 2, maybe 3, normally 2 cups of coffee every morning. And the first cup of coffee I put. Okay, he's whining. I have to go get him. I'll be right back. You probably can't hear him. He's making these pathetic little whining noises. I'll be right back. No, he's barking. All right, so I went and I got Xander. Coincidentally, he just jumped on the couch. So anyways, I have 2 cups of coffee. The first one of the day, I put a little bit of like fat-free whipped cream on. Specifically, like the Ready Whip kind of stuff. It's normally like Walmart version. But it makes me happy. I don't do it on the second cup because I figure, whatever. It's like a little treat. All right. Would you like to see Xander? You want to say hi? Here's Xander. Oh. He just kisses. Here's Xandy Pants. I don't want his kisses. Here's Xandy. I really don't want him to kiss my face. Here's Xander. Alright, so, I don't know. Do you guys have a favorite coffee cup? Am I the only one that does that? I don't want him to lick my face. Hi, buddy. So my mom, she has a coffee cup that she uses for like every like specific day of the week. So like on Monday she uses this like, I'm gonna tell you completely wrong, but she uses like a blue one with ladybugs on it one day of the week. She uses this like white one with like little beige rings a different day of the week. She uses this one that's like from New York and it says like New York and has a skyline on it on a different day of the week. No kisses, buddy. Hi, buddy. No kisses. I forget what the other ones are that she uses, but like on different days of the week, hi, buddy. She uses like different coffee cups for like different days of the week. My dad, he had this very specific coffee cup that had like a big pig and then like little piglets on it and had like mustache protector. I guess he was like me. He liked to use a very specific coffee cup every single day. Now, if my coffee cup is dirty, then see, this coffee cup is like from a set of 4. There's a dark blue one. I don't know why I'm telling you about coffee cups today. There's like a dark blue one, a light blue one, and then a maroon one. I will use the other ones. I forget what order I prefer to use them in, but it's based off of the pattern. I like this one the best because of the light peach color, and then I like the other ones based off of their patterns. They're all super similar, but slightly different. This dog kills me. He's so strange. Like, there's gotta be something wrong with him. Like, he's a little touched in the head. Like when he was a puppy, he literally had me Googling, like, can, like, dogs have, like like problems. Anyways, I've been babbling at you for 5 minutes. He's gonna fall off my lap. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Hey, buddy. He is really good with people, not so much with other dogs. Although he loves Boomy. Boomy's like his little buddy. Boomy's his emotional support dog. Did you hear a noise? He was afraid of lamps for a little, or like tables, lamps. He's just a weirdo. He's a weirdo. All right. Let us pray and read chapter 24. Little buddy's a goofball. He's your goofball. Go sleepies, little buddy. All right. Dear Lord in heaven, thank you so much for today. Thank you we could be here today to read your word. Please help us. Oh, great. He's going to bark. Sorry. Dear Lord, please help us not to be distracted while reading your word. Please help us to grow and gain wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Please help us to absorb your word and learn from it. Thank you very much. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, little dude, you gotta go. Be right back. All right, so anyways, reading Matthew chapter 24. I had to let my mom's dog in. Or our third dog in the house. His name's Sebastian. Apparently today is the day that we're just going to be very distracted by dogs. Sorry about that. Boomy's creeping back over. He wants picked up. I really don't edit these very much. I only edit them if like I babble, and I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have said that. That was rude. Or if I'm like babble, oh, I shouldn't have said that. Someone, not even rude. Just, I shouldn't have said that. I don't think anything of it, but I feel like someone might be offended. Someone I personally know might be offended if I said that about them. Even if like, I don't think it's inconsiderate at all. Let me get this dog. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't think it's rude and I don't think it's inconsiderate, but it just might hurt their feelings. That's literally the only time I edit something out. Like, you know, I can be a little bit blunt. And sometimes, you know, I'll run past my husband and I'll be like, hey, do you think that, like, someone might take this the wrong way that I personally know if I have said this about them? And if he thinks that, yes, that's about the only time I edit something out. So I apologize that the utter chaos in my life right now has interrupted this 900 times before we have gotten started. And we're like 9 years in or 8 minutes in. So now we're going to read Matthew 24. But you've gotten to see dogs, so at least cuteness in your life today. Matthew 24, routine history. Oh, and if you're watching this live, the day it's released, and you are in the United States, happy Thanksgiving. If you're not, I don't know, I'm working. And I'm also not celebrating, so just because I'm working and I'm busy, I'm going to sleep all day and work all night, so I will also have no clue that the holiday is occurring. But if, you know, whatever, happy Thanksgiving to those celebrating the holiday today. All right, now, without further ado, Matthew 24, routine history. think this is a long chapter, so bear with me, guys. Jesus then left the temple. As he walked away, his disciples pointed out how very impressive the temple architecture was. Jesus said, "You're not impressed by all this sheer size, are you? The truth of the matter is, there's not a stone in that building that is not going to end up in a pile of rubble." Later, he was sitting on Mount Olives. His disciples approached and asked him, "Tell us, when are these things going to happen? What will be the sign of your coming that the time's up?" Jesus said, "Watch out for doomsday deceivers. Many leaders are going to show up with forged identities claiming, 'I am Christ the Messiah.' They will deceive a lot of people. When reports come in of wars and rumored wars, keep your head and don't panic. This is routine history. This is no sign of the end. Nations will fight nations, and ruler fight ruler over and over. Famines and earthquakes will occur in various places. This is nothing compared to what is coming. They are going to throw you to the wolves and kill you, everyone hating you because you carry my name. And then, going from bad to worse, it will be dog eat dog, everyone at each other's throat, everyone hating each other. In the confusion, lying preachers will come forward and deceive a lot of people. For many others, the overwhelming spread of evil will do them in. Nothing left of their love but a mound of ashes. Staying with it, that's what God requires. Stay with it to the end. You won't be sorry, and you'll be saved. All during this time, the good news, the message of the kingdom will be preached all over the world. A witness staked out in every country, and then the end will come. The monster of desecration. But be ready to run for it when you see the monster of desecration set up in the temple sanctuary. The prophet Daniel described this. If you've read Daniel, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you're living in Judea at this time, run for the hills. If you're working in the yard, do not return to the house to get anything. If you're out in the field, don't go back and get your coat. Pregnant and nursing mothers will have it especially hard. Hope and pray this won't happen during the winter or on a Shabbat. This is going to be trouble on a scale beyond what the world has ever seen or will see again. If these days of trouble were left to run their course, nobody would make it. But on account of God's chosen people, the trouble will be cut short. The arrival of the Son of Man. If anyone tries to flag you down, calling out, "Here's the Messiah," or points, "There he is," don't fall for it. Fake messiahs and lying preachers are going to pop up everywhere. Their impressive credentials and bewitching performances will pull the wool over the eyes of even those who ought to know better. But I've given you fair warning. So if they say, "Run to the country and see him arrive," or "Quick, get downtown to see him come," don't give them the time of the day. The arrival of the Son of Man isn't something you go to see. He comes like swift lightning to you. Whenever you see crowds gathering, think of carrion vultures circling, moving in, hovering over a rotten carcass. You can be quite sure that it's not the living Son of Man pulling in those crowds. Following hard times, sun will fade out, moon cloud over, stars fall out of the sky, cosmic powers tremble. Then the arrival of the Son of Man. It will fill the skies. No one will miss it. Unready people all over the world, outsiders to the splendor and power, will raise a huge lament, and as they watch the Son of Man blazing out of heaven. At that same moment, he'll dispatch his angels with a trumpet blast summons, pulling in God's chosen from the four winds, from pole to pole. Take a lesson from the fig tree. From the moment you notice its buds form, the merest hint of green, you know summer's just around the corner. So it is with you. When you see all these things, you'll know he's at the door. Don't take this lightly. I'm not just saying this for some future generation. But for all of you, this age continues until these things take place. Sky and earth will wear out, my words won't wear out. But the exact day and hour, no one knows that, not even heaven's angels, not even the Son, only the Father knows. The arrival of the Son of Man will take place in times like Noah's, before the great flood. Everyone was carrying on as usual, having a good time right up until the day Noah boarded the ark. They knew nothing until the flood hit and swept everything away. The Son of Man's arrival will be like that. 2 men will be working in the field, one will be taken, one left behind. 2 women will be grinding at the mill, one will be taken, one left behind. So stay alert, awake. You have no idea what day your master will show up. But you do know this. You know that if the homeowner had known what time of night the burglar would arrive, he would have been there with his dogs to prevent the break-in. Be vigilant, just like that. You have no idea when the Son of Man is going to show up. Who here qualifies for the job of overseeing the kitchen? A person the master can depend on to feed the workers on time each day. Someone the master can drop in on unannounced and always find him doing his job. A God-blessed man or woman, I tell you. It won't be long before the master will put this person in charge of the whole operation. But if that person only looks out for himself, and the minute the master is away does what he pleases, abusing the help and throwing drunken parties for his friends, the master is going to show up when he least expects it, and it won't be pretty. He'll end up in the dump with the hypocrites, out in the cold, shivering, teeth chattering. All right, that's Matthew chapter 24. So, what do you think? Comment below. Feel weird saying that. Comment below. What do you think, though? I know that I don't want to be one of the ones that is left out in the cold or is caught unaware or, left behind. I don't want to be, hanging out watching TV with my husband and, or, eating dinner with my mom or shopping with my sister, working with my friend, and, that other person is gone and I'm left behind. I don't want to be the one that's left behind. I don't want that to be me. I realistically don't want that to be them either. I want neither of us to be left behind. But I don't want to be left behind. There's like an entire book series and movies based off of that. Based off of like Revelations actually, but based off of the premise of that scenario in chapter 24, then Revelations, the Left Behind series. I read the kids version when I was a child, and then I started reading the adult version as an adult. I never finished it. Honestly, it's I probably should have bought the individual books, not like the entire book series compiled into one book, because it was like daunting. It was like thousands of pages long, and I was like, oh my gosh, what am I reading? But like it's based off of that. Like this guy, like his wife gets really into it, like they were like I don't want to put it as casual Christians, but they were like not really Christians. They like didn't go to church, blah, 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 but they maybe did on holidays. But then his wife gets really into religion and she becomes an actual Christian, but he sees it as like she gets really into religion and goes off like the deep end. And then he's a pilot of all things. And they notice that like all these people disappear off the airplane, and when they land on the ground, like there's just mass chaos. Like half the earth has like just vanished. And in their place are neatly folded clothes. Now, like we don't know what's actually going to happen. We don't actually know what's going to happen. So then it goes into Revelations. Like it starts following like the series of events that like is just depicted in Revelations. It's called Left Behind. That's literally the name of the series. It's called Left Behind. I forget the names of the authors. But it's not only just, but like, I don't want that to be me. Like, I never want that to be me. And then it's talking about like like the, oh my gosh, what's it exactly called? The different translations call it something just mildly different. Um, the monster of desecration. Um, it is depicted in, it is described in Daniel, but it's talking about like this, just, oh, excuse me, just this like beast or like this monster that is set up as like a like desecrating, horrible kind of why can't I think of an actual terminology? Like desecration. That's a great word. But like, like someone takes over a church or the temple in Jerusalem, and they put like something in it, just desecrating the temple, like desecrating the temple. And they describe it in Daniel. We'll get to Daniel eventually. Literally, the Bible just says run, like get out, just get out. Like it doesn't matter what you're doing, just get out. But and I like how it talks about also like, like whenever like things are like drawing in like swarming like vultures, But anyways, I don't want to be left behind. I don't. It's not like a fear of missing out. It's more like a fear of going to hell. All right, give me your thoughts. Leave me your comments. Hit like, subscribe. And next time we'll be on to Matthew chapter 25. And if I keep rhyming, I'm not trying to be Dr. Seuss. I guess I just keep doing that unintentionally. Speaking of Dr. Seuss, I got some Christmas nails. I'll show you them next time. They're cute. And then we'll be on to Matthew chapter 25. And after this, we're going to do Proverbs. I guess we'll do like an Old Testament, a New Testament, an Old Testament, a New Testament. If you guys have any requests of what you'd like, leave that in the comments too. All right. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.